I'm here tonight with Lauren Sivan, reporter for our Fox affiliate KTTV in Los Angeles. It's her birthday by the time you're watching this. I'd like to welcome a first-time guest. He's comedian Bruce Fine, and indeed he is. The name of his latest comedy CD is Actual Size. Bill Schultz, he thinks he's on Mob Wives right now. And sitting right next to me is Bill Hemmer, co-anchor of America's Newsroom, weekdays at 9 a.m. Eastern on this here Fox News Channel. Lauren, so the superintendent, as Bill pointed out, he says political correctness is certainly a consideration in the public sector. Agree?
It's not
you have to answer it out loud, not just in your head.
Is it yeah, it's a consideration because well, he's an administrator. He's a school administrator.
He's a superintendent, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think it's a consideration because either way, you're going to have people angry at decisions you make,
right,
but when it affects religion. I'm way more concerned at the fact that they're having an assembly to celebrate the 4th grade learning about the 50 states. Is it not something they should be learning about? And why are we celebrating that? We are finished as a society, not because of this song, but because we celebrate that kind of.
Right. And then, what was the I'm sorry, the mimeograph?
Yeah, actually.
That's even before.
The copy machine.
No, the overhead projectors.
The overhead projector. Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, they're saying, they're not trying to change the words of the song. They're saying that they're giving kids an option to say something else if they don't want to say God bless the USA. But I mean, kids have been changing the lyrics of songs they're forced to sing in school forever.
The option is we love the USA.
Right.
You can do that. Now, which one of those kids is actually going to do that?
No, it's going to be like, Jimmy's gay. Like, something like that.
Exactly.
It's not going to be.
I was Jimmy.
Yeah. Well, Bill, your good friend, the Reverend Jeremiah Wright, is famous for saying, God damn America. So this whole story is probably a bit of a joke to you, isn't
Sometimes I feel like you just bring him up so you can say that.
You used to pal around with him. You used to pal around with him. That's all I
palled
know.
around with a lot of people before I found out who they were and what they did. Unless it was me.
Right.
I would say that there's no reason they should be doing this song. And not because of the God factor, because it is a terrible, terrible song. It is more melodramatic than Brunch in Chelsea, and it should not be inflicted upon these poor kids and their tiny ears.
Phil, I disagree. I just bought a copy at the car wash in the bin for $2, and I have to say, it's one of the best.
It was an actual title.
It was one of the best ones.
It was one of the best hits on his greatest hit CD.
But here's
I think I don't want my kids going there.
all right.
But then couldn't you say that your child could
honestly,
sing it the
I'd
right
like
way?
a principal with some sack.
On the other side of the
By the way, this is the largest cup of water I have ever seen in my life. You can drown in this thing. As you were.
Right after you say sack, you have to pick up the cup.
All right, last question to you, Lauren. Lee Greenwood told Fox News he objected to the lyric change. He said God is the most important word in the whole piece of music. But really, what does he know? I mean,
He wrote it.
yeah, but so what?
Right. I mean, Francis Scott Key can't defend himself when people sing his song.
Right, that's a great point.
Because
What were
he's
you
dead.
expecting?
No, I
People who don't
have
have
no
Google.
idea, so that actually worked perfectly well. I'm telling you. Hey, Lauren, I'm taking a huge chance that you'll be able to talk about the story without offending most of America, so don't make me regret it. What do you think about what the hospital's doing?
You know what? I really have a problem with this because, in all seriousness,
Thank you.
I don't think that obesity is that they're comparing it to age discrimination and racial discrimination. It's not the same. You weren't born that way, and there is something you can do about it. And if you're a private company, I think you have the right to hire who you want, especially if you think it's going to affect their job. My problem is that they think they're just judging on appearances and BMI, body, whatever that means.
Mass index, yeah.
Thank you. And I don't know that that determines what a healthy person is, because as we all know, like, Bill Schultz is rotting from the inside. You wouldn't know it.
Right, but he could be hired based just on looks.
Based on looks.
He could weigh 5 times what he weighs and probably be okay.
Right when I heard, because we all know.
Kind of way they do, but by the way, BMI, what the hell is that?
Body mass index.
Yeah, it's
Right?
just made
It's
up.
wrong.
Does anyone ever really think it's legitimate? I mean, they came out with this thing about 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's legitimate now.
It can't tell the difference between what's muscle and what's fat.
Yeah.
But I mean,
And
I
of
always
course
ask for everyone's BMI before I go out with anyone.
Right.
So,
More like TMI. Just playing.
Stories in America. Just get people to get the job done.
The great part about this is if they'll hire you, and if you get obese
Right.
on the job,
You're fine. It's just for
they
applicants.
won't fire you.
like
They
They're
said they will
applicant
work with
pool.
you or something.
Yeah.
It's the grandfather clause.
But maybe
All right, so Lauren, what about, let's get to this Ryanair thing. Are they just using these fuel costs as an excuse to not have overweight flight attendants?
as an excuse to keep their flight attendants hot, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, that is what I mean.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you're already stuck on a plane. They nickel and dime you for everything on that airline.
Yeah.
Like, you got to pay to pee, so you may as well have a hot wait staff.
Physicians. So is this guy just looking for excuses to not hire people?
Well, and he did the same play card too when they backed him in the corner. He's like, "I'm just voicing the concerns of my patients, my racist patients."
My elderly.
Once again, it's like, how Grandpa is at the Thanksgiving table,
If you had to hear that day in and day out, you'd probably want to,
Yeah.
Yeah, even
Well,
at this age, I'm a sponge. If Granddad's going to say something, I soak it.
Bart's Children's Trust, 149 South Barrington Avenue, number 735, Los Angeles, California, 90049. Coming up, should hot people get special treatment at movie theaters? Lauren Sivan on her new book. You're in my seat, jerkwad. But first, why?
They can't do the job.
Yeah.
So it's certainly not only our right, I'll say our God-given right,
Wow.
Andy.
It's almost our
It's our
responsibility. is what you're
responsibility
saying.
to
Yeah.
help others. I heard a woman at the Boston Garden when I was 12 years old tell the referee, 3 seconds, your wife will tell you what 3 seconds is. That's entertainment. It comes with the ticket.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Lauren, do you heckle at
Oh,
sporting
my
events, or
Lord.
you don't even know what's going on because you're a woman?
Well, I cover a lot of sporting events, Andy.
Wow.
That's her point.
Okay.
Lacrosse?
All right.
No, I cover a lot of sporting events, and as a reporter, I want the lunatic fans that are screaming. That's who I'm going to talk to. That's
Right.
who I want to put on TV. Who wants to watch a fan sitting in polite silence watching it? No one.
Yeah.
They're not interesting. And also, the refs have a problem because it's affecting their job. I don't. You've been a reporter. If you're out in the field and guys coming up to me and mooning me and licking my face, I mean, I have to put up with that all day. You know?
But
That's just
but
your
you
boss,
enjoy
right?
it.
That's just your boss.
I do.
It's called
I
perks.
do welcome it. But yeah, no,
No.
sometimes,
Did you get a picture of that?
it's on YouTube
Yeah.
if you Google it. Yeah.
Bill-
Right there.
Hey, Tom.
That should be
Tom, the important thing to remember is, like all liberals, Bill hates America.
Right. Okay, now I understand.
Yeah.
I get it.
Once you understand that, the rest of it flows freely.
But does he still want God to bless the USA?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't believe in God either.
Oh boy.
I believe God should bless the USA and come up with a better song on how to do it. Because that one makes my ears bleed.
Oh boy. Okay. The obese hospital, or I guess we can't call it the obese hospital, but that's what I'm referring to it in my notes. Obese hospital. Bruce,
Tom.
you posited that our society ignores the elderly. What about Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security that is gobbling up America's fortune?
That's an hour of the day. What about the other 23 hours of the day? Exactly.
What are you
Tom.
talking about? The Social Security hour? What is this man talking about? Livestrong says that BMI is valid, but you have to factor in blood pressure, cholesterol, and if you have what they call a spare tire. If one has a spare tire, a flabby section in the middle, it throws off your BMI and you have to start all over again.
Oh, I thought you were talking about what I use as a pillow.
Because that's where they do the measurement, one of the measurements, right?
Yeah, and it's that if it's very soft and flat in the middle, it I don't know what it does. I guess it throws. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
It
sorry
throws
I
it
even
off.
asked, so don't
Yeah,
worry about it.
Okay. You don't have one, Andy.
But one what? A BMI?
No, a spare tire.
No, I don't.
Well, I've also read that if it's little in the middle, then it's got much back. And that was on livesurmixalot.com.
Yes.
So, again, I question your sources, sir.
Okay. All right.
He likes
left.
big butts and he cannot lie.
Nah, you other brothers can't deny.
Everything to the left. Lauren, the next story. I'm on to the next story. The fans right to jeer. You said who wants to sit around at a sports event watching fans sit in silence? What about my grandmother?
First, you're bashing the old people that take all our money on
That's right. I'm
And
sorry.
now
My
Tell your
grandmother's no longer
grandmother, as Bill Hemmer put it, to grow a sack. Get involved in the game. Get a little enthusiastic.
with. Okay. Also, if you grow a sack, throws off your BMI.
That is true.
Thanks a lot, Tom. We'll see you at the end of the show.
That was a long halftime, huh?
It just felt that way. Coming up.
That was the Super Bowl.
Be quiet.
Time to stretch out.
Should fist bumps replace our currency? Bill Hemmer on his new book, You Best Recognize, Fool. But first.
Lightning round.
Yeah. Lauren, it's kind of nice that Cheadle and Michelle Malkin were able to have a civil conversation, isn't it? That's not usually what you see on Twitter, as you know.
I don't know what you're implying, Andy. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm confused why this is a news story, because there were so many people speaking out about this topic. It raised the discussion level all across America. So I like that they could discuss it in a public forum and everyone, you know, could kind of talk about it in that way. But as Bill was mentioning, there was so much discussion about this that was not civil and, you know, was violent in some cases. And, you know, I think it's good on any level to, I just don't, because it's Don Cheadle, is that why we're covering it? Because he had an opinion on it? Because plenty of people have an opinion on
But they're not Don Cheadle now, are they?
They weren't.
So talented.
You see, his Twitter handle is I am Don Cheadle. No one else can say that.
That's right.
It's true.
He is super talented.
And he was in Hotel for Dogs, so I know that he has.
Is that true?
I don't know.
You should
know
I
that.
should know that. I was focusing on the dogs. How many times do I have to tell you that?
I don't know. Of the women here, who really cares?
Bill?
Some of us are offended. Some of us are offended. I have to say, For Women Only is a much better name for a gym, because every time I go by Curves, I assume it's a strip club. Every single time.
So, hey, Lauren, Augusta wouldn't be able to get away with whites only club. Is it different for gender?
For who?
Gender?
Oh, I thought you said Jindal.
No.
How is Bobby doing?
Bobby Jindal.
Yeah.
He's allowed in the club, I think, if he wants.
I think so.
Is it different for genders
Is
than
it
white
okay
or
to
racist?
discriminate against gender in a way you
No.
can't discriminate against race?
No.
Okay.
Lightning round, babe.
Yeah, no, I can say
Nice.
that.
Well done.
Quickly, Bill, you yourself were denied entry to Augusta. Do you think they'll ever allow sequential hermaphrodites to become members?
Well, the emphasis of sequential is it depends on what day they catch me. Because if I'm in dude mode, A-OK. If I'm on a girl day, doors locked.
All right.
Call me Augusta. I'm a hermaphrodite.
Time to take a break. So the White House's upcoming annual Easter egg roll will include several environmentally friendly cartoon characters, like Captain Planet, the superhero who helped children fight polluters with magical rings in the early 90s. Others include Smokey the Bear, the PBS Big Green Rabbit, and of course Bob, the gym coach who stares at you when you shower. Lauren, is this kind of a cool, sneaky move by the Obama administration?
To what? Put Smokey the Bear? That's sneaky?
To force their green agenda down the throats of our unsuspecting children?
Where is the Passover hunt at the White House? Why aren't we hunting for Afi Coleman? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, as a Jew,
We're not even
I'm
included in
comfortable
this
when
discussion.
people aren't hunting us, so I'm perfectly fine with there not being Jews involved with hunting.
Yeah, I do defend Lauren. I think there should be a Passover Seder.
Something.
A White House Seder.
Not as much fun as
If you have
an
an
Easter egg
Easter
hunt.
roll, a
Sure,
Passover
right.
Really, nowhere near as much fun.
No, it's brutal.
Yeah,
it's
it's-
brutal.
And again, this is the lightning round. The correct answer is I am a Jew. And he moves on.
Happy Pesach.
Bill, would you let your 4 illegitimate daughters take place in this Easter egg roll?
Yes, if I could find them. And how dare you besmirch Captain Planet? He was instrumental in introducing me to the mullet when I was a child. No other superhero had one until he came around.
Interesting.
No, it's not. But
really
thank you for...
Lauren, here birthday's coming up. Do you have any plans?
It's Passover, so
Happy Pesach.
No fun, no birthday fun on Passover? Is that not allowed?
no birthday cake even. It's all
Wow.
matzah and
Can't you have the flattened cake?
suffering.
As long as it's flat.
She's a sad
Yeah.
Jewish lady.
Yeah, that's all I
I'm very
get, Tom.
Catholic,
But
I don't
thanks for bringing it up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Get the birthday girl a glass of Manischewitz.
That's right.
Oh yeah, Bill. What is it, Bill?
FoxNewsRadio.com. Lauren and I have started a podcast.
Yes!
It's amazing. Way to remember. I'm talking about matzah. We gotta plug this stuff.
Oh, good. I'll click subscribe.
At least I showed up.
Please do.
I'm
Did
there.
you? You were there in
Okay,
body.
Andy. Back to you, Andy.
Sad if you do indeed.
Thanks,
die.
Lauren. Thanks, Bill Schultz, I guess. Thanks, Bruce Fine. Thanks, Bill Hemmer. That does it for me. I am TV's Andy Levy.
Sure you are.
I am. And guess what? I'm going to see you next time.